software architecture and software design. Hey, recruitment community, welcome to a new episode of Tech for Recruiters. In today's episode, we're going to talk about software architecture and software design. But before we begin, we need to understand one very important thing. This is the software development lifecycle and it's used every time. These are the patterns that we need to follow if we want to build software. So we have 6 steps. The first step will be to plan ahead what we want to build, right? And where and so on. The second step will be to analyze our possibilities, our technologies, and everything that is related to that. The third step is to actually design that. How are we going to do it, right? Design it. Then the fourth step is to implement it. The fifth step is to test it. And finally, the sixth and final step is to maintain it. And this is a life cycle, right? This is how software is developed. Let's start with the definition. The software architecture of a system is the set of structures needed to reason about the system, which comprise software elements, relations among them, and properties of both. So let's move forward after we actually understood what it is, right? So everyone agrees that software architecture is a part of software design. Software design is all the details of this software that we're going to build. So software architecture is a part of the software design. So let's think like an architect. We need to have a solid foundation and architecture before going into building that, house that we want, right? So the same happens with software development. Software architecture is the base to then have a complete design with the architecture of that house that we want to build, right? So software architecture is a part of software design, and software design is the complete scheme of what we are going to build. So when a software engineer or a developer is designing this software, is thinking about this software, 3 question marks rise ahead. The first thing is we need to understand everything that is happening around. The second thing, all the possible failures that we can have. And the third thing, it's actually building a failure-proof system to avoid those risks. Normally, this is what all engineers and every one of us wanting to build software must do when we're doing that. But if you know about computers and systems, you know that systems are very complex. We have very limited time and we have a lot of risks that normally we cannot always know every single one of them. So basically, the software architecture is a way of building a model that simplifies that problem. So all of these question marks that an engineer can have, the software architecture is a model to simplify that problem and help us iterating the design. So guys, I hope you like this episode and you understand now that software architecture is a part of software design and both are critical when we are building software. Keep safe, keep hitting the like button, also subscribe to the channel to show some support, and see you in the next episode that we are going to talk about development environments.